What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Charting Crypto. Today we're to go over Jasmy, which was up 27.9% at 3.2 cents. We've been going over Jasmy the last couple of days now, talking about that 2.5 cents area where we actually bought a pretty big bag of that 2.5 and went over why we did that. And we're kind of reaping our reward right now. We're back up to 3.2. We're breaking out of some critical resistance areas. We bounced off a solid support, which we went over in the last video. We're kind of going to go over that today and look at the overall momentum and see how much higher can we go before expecting some sort of drawback or some sort of heavy resistance area. So the all-time high on Jasmy was 499 on the 21st of 2021, February 15th, and the all-time low was 2 years ago. If you bought 2 years ago, you'd be up 10x on your investment. So with that, let's get into the price prediction and technical analysis on Jasmy. Okay, everybody, let's get into Jasmy right here. So we've been going over this day after day after day, and we actually bounced off our uptrend support perfectly. We talked about in the last video. If you want to know the last video, just go back and look at it. Pretty solid video, I think. And as of right now, we're testing our downtrend resistance area right now, our day downtrend resistance area that we've been that has been keeping us down here since December 6, 2024. We're at it right now, guys. So this is a very critical moment here for Jasmy, because if we finally break above, 3.5, which we actually wicked up to 3.5, if we actually hard candle over top of this and we start breaking out, to me that confirms the next leg up, which brings us up to 5 cents and then 8 cents above that. The great part is we had this huge bearish momentum here on the MACD starting from December 15th here. Had a little bit of a fake out there. Let's just hope this isn't a fake out right here, which I don't think it is. I mean, look at how vertical this blue is. This is the lowest the MACD has been since all the way back here of May of 2022, guys, which is absolutely insane, which is all the way back here. So what we're currently going to be looking for here is a possible continuation for Jasmy. All the indicators on the day chart are completely reset. I mean, look at the stock RSI's bottomed out. We're starting to tail higher from that point on. And in crypto, guys, in crypto, W's are bullish. W's are bullish, and we're working on that right now, working our way to rally higher. So hopefully we can continue our momentum there. If we look at the stock, or if we look at the plain RSI, we got that support bounce, which we drew a line there. Nice bounce, currently working our way up to around 40. So that is going to be an area that I want to see this Jasmy RSI break, is above the 40. We break above the 40, we can still continue higher, but a lot of these indicators on the day chart are still showing bullish signs ahead. Now, if we look at the short-term time frame, we can kind of get a general idea of where we're at. You can see we actually broke above that downtrend right there on the 4-hour. We're back testing it as support right now. So this is massive, guys. This is very, very important for Jasmy. We do not want to break below 3 cents. We break below 3 cents, and we're going to fall back into this wedge and then more consolidation. But as of right now, the 4-hour time frame is looking good. We got a nice engulfing candle today. Or the prior 4-hour, and it's not showing signs of slowing down there. The RSI isn't overbought yet, so we still have room to run to the upside right there. And you can see Jasmy does like going pretty high into that overbought territory. So what I want to see here on the short term is get over 80. 80 has been our resistance area a whole year 2025. We had 80 there, got rejected, 80 there, got rejected. We're at, what are we at right now? We're at 77. So hopefully we can continue that momentum to the upside. But nonetheless, we've never broken out of this on this downtrend on the 4-hour chart and back tested. This is the first time since we were in the downtrend at the beginning of December of 2024, guys. So that's big. That is very, very big. Indicator right now, the stock RSI right now, we did have the blue fall below the orange, which shows a slight sign of bearishness on the stock RSI. But I really don't use the stock RSI on the 4-hour time frame because it's so volatile. You can see we can dip below it, go higher, dip below it, go higher. So it does that several times. So I really ignore the stock RSI on the 4-hour. I just rely on these other indicators and my trend lines. And as of right now, the trend line is looking pretty solid. We're testing it as support. So we really want to stay above 3.1, but I'm going to be a little lenient, say above 3 cents. And if this holds, guys, then the next leg up is 5 cents for Jasmy here. So we actually got a pretty good entry here at about 2.5. 2.5, and we're going to continue to ride this. Now, if we draw the fibs from the high to the low right now, you can see that we actually have our next main resistance area at 3.5. So I wouldn't be shocked at all if we went up there, and I don't care if we get rejected off the area if we go up to 3.5, that confirms the breakout to me. That confirms this downtrend that we've been experiencing since the beginning of December 2024 is finally broken. We finally are in some bullish momentum there for Jasmy, which is fantastic, fantastic, guys. So that plus the day chart indicators, the day chart indicators are just screaming we're going to go higher. I am so excited for this, guys. This consolidation phase for Jasmy that we pretty much have been experiencing since March of 2024. I mean, you could have bought it March 2024, and if you held, you'd barely be up right now. Now, if we draw the large fib from our prior high of December 8th, 2024 to the bottom here of October 2023, the big thing right now is we broke above that 786, guys. We talked about that over and over, how important it is to get above that 786 and stay above it. You can see that 786 gave us quite a fight. Back here was resistance, right here was resistance, right here was support. So us being back above it, plus breaking out of this downtrend right here, that could be the moon juice that we need to see some volatile movement to the upside for Jasmy, guys. So I'm super stoked here. I think if we can maintain this momentum here and Jasmy continues to run, next stops will be 5 cents, and then inevitably we're heading up to that 1, 2, 3, 6, which is 12 cents. Absolutely insane. So from where we're currently at, that's a possible 2.6x up to the 12 cents. So it does look like Jasmy's next leg up is hopefully at play here. Let's just hope there's no black swans that come in. Like I mentioned earlier, all the indicators on the day chart are bottomed out, primed, and ready to rock and roll. Now, if we look at the weekly time frame, not a whole lot's going to change in the weekly time frame the last time we looked at it, but the weekly time frame, this is the big one. The MACD is actually flipping over bullish, guys. So you had how many weeks here of bearish MACD all the way from June 2024 to November 2024, and this was only 2 weeks right here, and it's already being engulfed by the bulls. I mean, we had a dark red candle, we have a light red candle now, and the MACD is starting to curl up right there. So that's already showing bullish momentum. The stock RSI is starting to see a V-shaped bottom right there. Once the blue gets over the orange on the weekly, it's time to rock and roll, guys. Indicators are reset here. We have the WTX looks good, the RSI looks good. So we have the juice to do it. We just have to stay above 3 cents. I am so stoked for this, guys. We've been covering Jasmy over and over and over and over and over, and now's the time that we can finally, even the 3-day, man, the 3-day is looking awesome. The 3-day is actually looking better than the 1 day. I mean, look at that. We were super bearish right here. We had a very, very light red candle come in saying, hey, the bearish momentum starting to fall. And the big one, the blue crossed over the orange on the stock, guys, on the 3-day. Every time that has happened, we've gone pretty substantially higher. What I mean is, last time that happened was on November 2nd. You see blue crossed over orange. We experienced this. Blue crossed over orange right here. We experienced this. Blue crossed over orange here. We experienced this. Blue crossed over orange here. We experienced this. Same thing right here. So we are on the cusp of at least a decent sized move up for Jasmy, and this is just the beginning of it. We should at least get to 5 to 8 cents on this run as long as we break out of this downtrend. Now, this is the exciting part. Are we going to break out of this downtrend, or are we going to get snuffed out? All the indicators are looking good that the momentum is going to continue. It's just I want it to confirm on the chart. It's already kind of confirming on the 4-hour, like I mentioned. We're testing it as support. I just want that support to hold. I want 3 cents to hold. I want 3 cents to hold, and for us to see that next leg up. So Jasmy, my personal opinion, is gearing up. Finally, the first time in 2025, we're switching from bearish downtrend to a bullish reversal. So with that, none of this is financial advice. And if there's any coins that you would like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get to your coin as soon as possible. Thank you.